Howdy folks, welcome to Melanchthon Creek Farm. Here in central North Carolina where we're at, we're in an abnormally dry to moderate drought conditions. Temps are averaging above normal and 30-day percent of precipitation is showing less than 25%. I'm just going to say around here there's been scattered thunderstorms, but nothing's happened in our area. We haven't seen a drop of rain in the last month. Seems like it's always missing us to the north or the south, and this drought's predicted to continue to develop over the month. Topsoil moisture conditions show between 30th and 70th percentile over the historical measurements, which is on the verge of indications of a real dry soil. All you in-ground gardeners, I'm sure you're seeing the effects of this. It's one of the reasons we went to a raised bed garden, was to help us have more control over our soil, what we're growing in. And with the type of leaf mold or leaf compost, whatever it is that you want to call it, we like the term black gold because of how valuable it is. And it's high in carbon, high in phosphorus, and high in potassium. Not to mention it retains moisture very well. But even with all of those benefits, our garden is feeling the effects of these drought conditions. Which is why I bought this. Just in from Amazon, we have our new solar powered drip irrigation system. Now, this is a project that I had slated on the books for later on, but the need outweighed the timing of it. I just hope it's not too late. So let's take a look at this here. It is the Rising Up brand. There's hundreds of these on Amazon. They're all over the place. There's some that are identical to this one that's under a different brand name. You know how it goes. This is the one I decided on. You read the reviews and you find good reviews, you find bad reviews and everything. So I just used the one that I thought would be most beneficial for me. So let's lay all this out here. And I haven't even opened it up and looked at the instructions. I've watched a few videos on it to see how it works. But let's take a look and see what all we got here. And there's the brains of it. There's a mounting bracket. And there is the controller, the solar panel. And I'll put a link to this one in the description in case you're interested. But like I said, there's plenty of them to look at on there. Lay this off to the side here. Let's take a look at this. All right. Yep, we're not going to use that, are we? All right, so the way I understand it is that there's about 100 foot of hose you get with this. And of course there's some mounting brackets, there's a filter, some of those T-junctions like you have here where the drip irrigation is. There's 30 of these in this one that I've got. And that was one of the reasons I got this one. I wanted at least that many. I thought about the one that had 40, but I'm like, I could probably make 30 work because I'm probably not going to use this many of them. I kind of got another idea that I want to do for some of the garden, but I wanted to have them there in case I needed them. I believe this is goes on one of the inlets or the outlets. We'll look at all that once we get it set up, and I do look at the instructions and figure out exactly what I need to do. But it's pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, it's about 100 foot of hose here. You've got one that is, I thought, a little larger than the other ones, but maybe not. Yeah, that one there. Yeah, so that one, this one here, this one goes into your controller here. You got an in and an out. So this one will go down into the water source, and then you'll cut this and put another one on the out that you'll feed out to your beds. Now the reason I got this one is because of the drip style. I didn't want the ones that just sprayed out the heads that you can adjust and sprays different angles, and so that's why I've got this system. So this is the reveal, and once we get everything broken out, we're going to go out to the garden and I'll show you how I'm going to install this. Hang tight. All right, folks, we're out here in the greenhouse and we've got all of our irrigation system laid out here, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to mount this solar panel, because as you can see, it's, well, you may not be able to tell, but it's shaded. It's probably about 5:30, and this area is shaded from probably about 5 all the way through the evenings. So even if I put it on top of the greenhouse, I'm not sure how much direct sunlight it's going to get. I've had it sitting out charging a little bit just to test it, just to make sure that it did come on. So I think what I'm going to do for the time being, and I apologize for our resident hawk if you hear him. He's been out here probably for the last 2 weeks. He's just having himself a hay day. Literally, ever since they mowed the field for hay, he has been hanging out. I guess he's just getting his fill of things, but ain't got no chickens yet, so I ain't got to worry about him getting any chickens. But anyway, if you hear that squealing, that's what that is back there. So what I think I'm going to do is just set it out during the day, see how much of a charge it gets, and it should work. It's going to get sunrise up till probably 5 o'clock, and that's plenty of sun. So what I'm looking at here is the mounting hardware that comes with it. Not sure exactly how I'm going to do that just yet, or where I'm going to put it. But what I wanted to look at is this piece here. This is the sensors that goes down into your water source, and this tells how much the water level is. And if it senses the water level is getting low, it'll cut the system off so it doesn't sit there and try to cycle the pump and burn it up. So that's a good thing. But the thing I'm confused about is it says that the height of this controller does not need to be above 5 foot of the water level, but yet they give you a cord that's probably 12 foot long. So not sure about that, but we're gonna figure it out, because I would really like to get that up as high as I can on top of the greenhouse and mounted eventually. So this is going to go into our water source, which is over here. You can't see it, but I've got me a 55-gallon drum over here of water, and we're going to test it out, see how long that's going to last. So that's that piece. Here on the end, not sure if you can see the in and the out. You take these off, and this is where your bigger tube goes in. And I should have brought my igniter out here so I could heat these up to get them on there. But this is going to be the inlet for the water source, which is my drum back here, and then this one will be going out to the irrigation system. So we've got to figure out where I'm going to mount this and how long of a hose I'm going to need. I'm probably going to mount it up higher, so I'm going to make the hose longer. Here is a water filter they send with you, and it's got marbles in it, which is really good. It weighs it down, that way it doesn't float back up to the top. So yeah, that slides on really easy, and that'll go down in your water source, and we're going to probably cut it. It's going to be about 8 foot, I think, is the height of the greenhouse. We're going to cut it and then we're going to put it on the inlet, and then this piece that they send in is the I got to look at my instructions. I did read the instructions, folks. Anti-siphon. So this goes into the outlet that goes out to your irrigation system. That way it doesn't try to pull water in from that, I suppose. All right, so that's where we're at right now. And once we get all of that set up, we'll come back and I'll show you what we're going to do next. So I forgot to tell you about the clamps that they provide for you. These go on both the in and the out for the controller, and also it goes down to the one that goes into the filter. I'll show you that one in just a minute. But there is a right way and a wrong way. I learned that on the filter, how these things are supposed to go. The ears, it's more flat on this side, and the ears are bent that way, so it'll go up flat against that. But I brought my igniter out here, my striker, whatever you want to call it. Got a little bit of wind this evening. Actually feels pretty good out here. 84 degrees here in the greenhouse this evening, and that's unusual. But here in the next couple days, it's going to be in the mid 90s actual, and feel like probably around 105. So I'm very much wanting to get this thing going here. So, well, folks, you thought it would be a lot simpler to get it on there, but I guess I just ain't holding my mouth right. All right, there we go. Got it on there. Slide that clamp, push that together, slide it on up on there. Got that one on. And now here's the other piece that I cut. The other clamp here. Slide that over it first. And heat this one up a little bit. Let's see how long it takes us to get this one on. Already got water in it. I'm having the hose in the drum over here. Come on now. Get on there. You'll have to forgive me. This is the first time working with a tripod, so I hope I've got this thing where y'all can see. And I'm not sticking my head in front of the camera like I probably was just then. But anyway, we got that up on there, and we'll slide the clamp up against there. Hold that piece on, just like so. All right, now hang tight. So one thing we got to do here is this anti-siphon. We've got to put it here in this outlet. The instructions say that if the water source level is higher than your drippers, then you need to install this. And it has to be close to the controller. So I'm going to put it down just below the solar panel. So we'll cut a piece out and then we'll slide this in. All right, so got that. Now I'm going to spin you around to the outside here, and we'll look at where we're going to go with the outlet hose. All right, folks, so here I've just got it sitting right out here for now, and I've got the inlet hose going into my water source, and then the water level indicator. For now, I've just got it run through the crack in the door. I'm gonna find a better way for that. And the outlet, I've just got it laid over here next to one of my pepper plants. For now, I'm just gonna get this thing going and see how this works. But take you in here and show you this. This is for now, just like I said, just got the indicators laying down in there for now. probably pin those up, make that a little more secure, and then the hose there with the filter on it. So let's cut this rascal on. Let's see what happens. All right. See if this thing's charged up enough. Yep, we're doing something. Look at here. Look at there. Oh yeah. That's gonna be nice. Once we get the hose and all the drippers set up, control that better. The system shows that it's 800 milliliters. Cut that off. I believe it was 800 milliliters. Let's see. Yeah, 800 milliliters per minute. So that's for us on this side of the pond, that would be about 3.5 cups a minute. So we're looking forward to getting the rest of that set up. This is just a little introductory video on this solar powered irrigation system.